Hello, Dragons. My name is Matt.
And my name is Christian. We are the founders of Adaptability, and we're here today to ask for £40,000 in return for 5% equity.
There is a real need amongst the disabled community for a better mobility solution. Both Christian and I have sustained spinal cord injuries and are permanently paralysed, myself from the waist down and Christian from the chest down.
The equipment currently available to wheelchair users is outdated and it doesn't offer true independence. These sorts of chairs can develop terrible posture, long-term shoulder and wrist injuries, and take it from me, using them is not an enjoyable experience.
Our first solution is the Omeo, the world's only hands-free mobility device. It allows the operator to instinctively move simply by shifting their body weight in the desired direction that they want to choose, very similar to walking. The Omeo can access nearly all terrain, whether it's muddy pathways, gravel, sandy beaches, it will do it with ease. We assemble the Omeos here in the UK. We have the exclusive distribution rights within the UK and Ireland, and Europe is also on the table for us. I'd like to introduce Tina, our engineer, and she'll be here to assist you if you'd like to have a try.
I'd like to.
I'll have a go.
A state-of-the-art self-balancing mobility device is the offering from Matthew Walker and Christian Brownlee.
You feeling safe?
Not really. And are you?
How do I go faster?
You can lean forward faster. I will be here just to hold you back a little bit.
Very cool.
The entrepreneurs are asking for £40,000
Go on then, your turn.
Oh, wow.
in return for 5% of their company.
Yeah, it's really clever.
Sarah Davies is first to road test the business, and it looks like she's impressed with what she's seen so far.
Matt,
Hello.
Christian, wow, that was some pitch.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
was totally blown away. I've never seen anything like this. It's incredible. OK, so how long have you been going?
Well, I founded Adaptability in 2020. I was the first person in the country to bring one of these over into the UK. It's a New Zealand technology.
Oh.
I saw it and I thought, well, I mean, my life wasn't very independent. I was staying at home all the time since I was a wheelchair user, so about 10 years ago. And yeah, it was a pretty miserable existence, but I saw this online and I just thought this might just turn things around. So I got it, they shipped it over, and I got on it. And the first thing I did was I just went into the forest. And it was just, it was an incredible experience for me. I don't know how I can explain how you live such a dependent life, and then, you know, all of a sudden you're by yourself and you're living it, you know. So I decided let's make a business out of this.
So go on then, the million-dollar question. What does something like that set a user back?
Brand new, £17,230.
What do you pay for that one then?
About 12,000 to 12,500.
So how long have you been selling them for now?
We have been selling for about 9 to 10 months.
So in 9 to 10 months, what has your turnover been?
254,000.
And so do you have a showroom here? Are you bringing the parts in and then building them to specification, or?
We get the seat steering technology from the inventor, Omeo Technology, and we also get the self-balancing technology from China.
So you're not just selling the product as it comes from the New Zealand
No.
company?
No, we build them,
You
assemble them.
And you're using some of their technology and someone
Yeah.
else's so these are unique to you
Yeah.
then?
Yeah.
It's a confident start for the entrepreneurs, who reveal they've put their own UK stamp on a potentially game-changing product. However, Peter Jones has some concerns about the price point of the mobility machine.
At 17,200, it is the price of a
Car.
of a car.
Yep.
So what is it that's making that cost so high? Is there an element of this for the inventor that he's taking a large slug of the cake?
I'm not privy to the exact financials of the business, but I know that their cut isn't huge. So the seat steering technology is around £7,000.
Ah.
And the self-balancing technology is around £5,000.
So the seat technology is £7,000 in itself.
Yes.
What is in that seat that is making that so expensive?
I'm not sure. Component-wise, I don't know what each individual cost is to build. We don't do any manufacturing.
No, but I'm trying to think, how do you scale this into a big business? So how do we bring that cost down?
I think we need to be talking about bulk orders, but we would need a lot of storage space for that.
Well, that's easy. Bulk, that can go into any warehouse, anywhere.
Yeah, but they're so expensive, warehouses.
Well, it depends where what
Like
you've
right
got.
now, what we have is a small outbuilding on part of my property, which is our workshop, basically. where
Yeah,
Tim
but that's
builds
not where
them.
we go with this. Where we go with this, we make it big, it goes into distribution, goes into a supply chain network, so that wouldn't be difficult.
Yep.
Peter Jones is thinking big, a sure sign he believes the proposition has potential. Tuka Suleiman now wants to drill down into the details of the deal with the overseas suppliers of their device.
So your distribution agreement,
Yeah.
how long is it for?
Okay, so we have two separate agreements. We have a original equipment manufacturers agreement with Omeo Technology that allows us to build and sell, which means that we just have a lot more control over what we do with the product. We also have a distributor agreement with a company who supplies us with the self-balancing technology. Our agreement, off the top of my head, I think it's just reviewed annually.
So, but do you have to reach any targets? Because the worst thing is you build a business.
Yeah.
At the end of the year, they say, "Oh, that's a good business that these guys have created for us. We'll do it ourselves."
Yeah.
Sure.
60 units
60
worth
units.
a year, which is equivalent to about 5 a month.
Yeah, and do you think that that's easily achievable?
I think if we get the word out, I think
Yeah.
we'll be very easily achieved.
Yeah.
Like right now, we sell on average about 2 a month,
Right.
and that's just solely word of mouth. We don't do any marketing yet.
The entrepreneurs insist they're able to scale, although they aren't quite hitting those targets yet. And Peter Jones has spotted a discrepancy in their terminology that he wants to pick up on.
You said that you're an OEM, an original equipment manufacturer. So just to clarify this, I don't think you are an OEM because you are just putting things together. And over 20 or 30 years, I've been involved with some of the world's biggest brands and taking their products to market. Technology-based brands like Samsung, they're obviously the OEM. They are the original equipment manufacturer. And when you work with them as a distributor, the reason why that business model really works is because the OEM is ultimately funding and driving its brand across the marketplaces of which it wants to draw awareness.
Right.
I think this is where there is a loose cog in your wheel in terms of your current model, is that the inventor or brand owner, the fact that they've given the distribution away, they're not going to invest in the brand to help you in territories of which you are the sole distributor of. So you're spending money on brand awareness, the thing actually that the OEM should be doing. You're then investing in everything, something the OEM should be doing. And there's where the disconnect is. And I think that needs to be resolved. I think you have got a super product, but without the inventor here, I find it very difficult to get across the line and invest. So for that reason, I'm out, but good luck.
An unnecessary financial burden within the structure of the business compels Peter Jones to decline the deal. And Deborah Meaden is ready to give her verdict on the groundbreaking mobility device.
I'm going to tell you where I am. My problem is that you don't own the IP. You don't really own the manufacturing.
Yeah.
And that is a bit of a worry for me. So I absolutely applaud you on spotting
Thank you.
it and bringing it over here, but I'm finding it hard to see how I would turn that into a decent-sized business. For me,
No problem.
great for you, but
Thank
not
you.
for me. But so I won't be investing. I'm out.
It's not a straightforward business to take to market. And I don't have a huge experience in marketing this kind of product. So maybe you're a little bit too early now for an investment from me. But maybe you're not. You know what? When you told me your story, it just hit me right in my feels. I can't imagine what it must be like to lose your mobility at any stage in your life. And I've got so much respect for you for being in that situation and turning it into something like this, turning it into a business. And I'm pretty overcome with inspiration, so I am going to make you an offer, it turns out. I'm going to offer you all of the money, and I want 15% of the business.
Wow. Can't breathe.
It looked like he was about to go out, but Stephen Bartlett is very much in as he makes a play for the proposition. Is Sarah Davies about to follow his lead?
Guys, I'll cut straight to the chase. I really love your business. I would very much like to work with you, and I would love to make you an offer. I would like to offer you all of the money for 15% of the business.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love what you do. And my background, as you know, is manufacturing, importing, marketing, opening doors, knowing retailers. That's me. So I too am going to make you an offer. I'm going to offer you all of the money for 15% too. So you've got some thinking to do.
Yes.
Do we need to go to the wall?
Over there.
Oh, they also have lights, by the way, which are really...
Oh, you should have said that earlier. You might have had all 5 dragons going for it.
There are now 3 identical offers for Matthew and Christian to consider.
Can I just take a breath?
Yeah.
Stephen Bartlett, Sarah Davies and Tuka Suleiman all want 15% of the company in return for the £40,000 the duo are asking for.
I want to go with the most passionate to make it happen.
But there's only 5% on the table, and the pressure is mounting.
I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. Okay, so honestly, I don't know what to do. So I wanted to first ask, would the 3 of you be interested at all in splitting that together? I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I can answer for myself that I certainly, in this case, would be willing to share with my fellow dragons if they would be open to that.
From my point of view, I would be more than happy to share it.
And how can I refuse that?
So I'll confirm. We will give you the 40,000 between the 3 of us in return for 5% each of the business. So in total, you will give away 15%
I
of the
can't do the
business.
maths in my head right now for
No,
that. But
Yep.
like,
We all good?
Right.
Yes.
We got a deal?
Do we?
We got a deal.
Yeah.
wow,
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Get out that lift and go and celebrate.
wow. Okay, thank you so much.
Matthew and Christian have done it. They depart with the £40,000 they came for, along with 3 new shareholders in their burgeoning business.
Wow, like amazing.